Gold should not exist. At least not if our current understanding of the universe is correct. And that makes gold one of the strangest materials in existence. Right now, someone may be wearing a gold ring without realizing that its story did not begin on Earth. Somewhere, an old gold necklace may be sitting in a drawer, passed down through generations. To us, gold feels familiar, valuable, and somehow deeply human. Yet the more closely scientists investigated where gold actually comes from, the stranger the story became. Gold belongs to a small group of elements that can only form under conditions that are extremely rare, even by the standards of the universe. Conditions so violent and extraordinary that they are difficult to imagine. That alone would be remarkable. But the real mystery begins after that. Even if gold forms somewhere in the cosmos, it may never have reached Earth. And even if it did reach the young Earth, it should have disappeared long ago. Yet we find it everywhere on our planet. In jewelry, in smartphones, in computers, and of course, in the vaults of entire nations. How can something exist that, based on everything we know today, should not really be here at all? And what does the answer reveal about the history of Earth, the universe, and perhaps even our own existence? Most of the elements around us owe their existence to stars. The oxygen we breathe, the calcium in our bones, the carbon in our bodies. Billions of years ago, these elements formed deep inside massive stars. For a long time, gold seemed to share the same origin. But eventually, researchers noticed a problem. Ordinary stars apparently cannot produce gold. They can create many elements: iron, oxygen, carbon, and countless others. But when it comes to gold, they reach their limits. The more scientists understood the physics of stars, the clearer this realization became. Gold appears to be one of the few elements that must have a different origin. And that raised an uncomfortable question. If the greatest element factories in the universe cannot create gold, where does it come from? Researchers turned their attention to a far more spectacular event: supernovae. These are enormous stellar explosions that release more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce during its entire lifetime. For a long time, this seemed to solve the mystery. If gold could form anywhere, it would probably be there. And indeed, much of the evidence pointed in that direction. For decades, many scientists believed that supernovae were the source of gold in the universe. The problem emerged only when the calculations became more precise. The more data scientists collected, the less the theory seemed to work. Supernovae appeared to produce gold, but not enough of it. The supposed solution had not solved the mystery. It had simply revealed that part of the story was still missing. The crucial clue eventually led researchers to the remnants left behind. After those supernova explosions, neutron stars. Neutron stars form when massive stars explode as supernovae. What remains afterward is among the densest objects in the entire universe. A single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh billions of tons on Earth. Even that sentence sounds slightly absurd, but the real story begins when two neutron stars encounter one another. For millions of years, they orbit each other. Gradually, they spiral closer together until they finally collide. At that moment, conditions arise that are extraordinarily rare anywhere in the universe. You could compare it to two freight trains crashing head-on. Except that entire stars are involved. Only modern telescopes provided direct evidence of what happens during such collisions. The data pointed toward exactly the elements scientists had been searching for. For the first time, the universe seemed to do more than raise new questions. It was finally beginning to provide answers. The real breakthrough came in 2017. For the first time, observatories detected the collision of two neutron stars, almost in real time. Researchers were able to measure not only the gravitational waves traveling through the universe, but also the light produced by the explosion. Together, these observations provided a rare opportunity to study such an event directly. The measurements revealed signatures that matched theoretical predictions remarkably well. Models had already suggested that large quantities of heavy elements should form during these collisions. Now there finally seemed to be direct evidence. Some scientists described the observation as one of the most important moments in modern astrophysics. Not because every question had been answered, but because an idea debated for decades suddenly became tangible. You might think the mystery ends there. Gold forms during neutron star collisions, end of story. But this is actually where the next problem begins. When Earth formed around 4.5 billion years ago, it was not a blue planet covered in oceans and forests. It was a glowing sphere of molten rock. In such a world, heavy elements behave much like stones dropped into water. They sink, and as we have already seen, gold is one of the heaviest metals of all. For that reason, many scientists believe that most of Earth's original gold sank deep into the planet's interior. Vast amounts of it may still reside in Earth's core today, yet we continue to find gold at the surface. One possible explanation is asteroids. After Earth formed, countless impacts may have delivered new gold to the young planet. Gold not only had to form, it also had to find its way here. If all these pieces of the puzzle are correct, then every gold atom on Earth has an astonishing history. Its journey may have begun long before Earth itself existed. Somewhere in the Milky Way, two neutron stars collided. Gold formed during that collision and was hurled into space. Later, that material became part of the immense cloud of gas and dust from which our solar system eventually emerged. It survived the birth of the Sun. It survived the formation of Earth. And additional gold may have arrived millions of years later through asteroid impacts. To me, that is the most surprising realization in this entire story. Gold is not merely a metal. It may be one of the oldest things we can ever hold in our hands. At the beginning of this video, we started with a strange claim. Gold should not exist. The deeper scientists searched for an explanation, the clearer it became how many extraordinary events were required for gold to appear on Earth at all. What first seemed like the story of a metal gradually transformed into a story about stars, planets, and the formation of our world. Perhaps that changes the perspective. Gold itself has not changed. A gold ring looks exactly the same today as it did 1,000 years ago. What has changed is our understanding of it. We now know that behind something seemingly ordinary lies a story far greater than anything humanity has ever built, owned, or ruled. To me, that is the real surprise hidden within this story. Gold did not become valuable because humans assigned it a high price. Gold became remarkable because its existence was possible at all. For a single gold atom to end up in a ring, stars had to form, explode, collide, and scatter their material across the Milky Way. That material then had to become part of the cloud from which our solar system emerged, and even then, much of that gold could have disappeared forever into Earth's interior. So when you look at a gold ring, you are not simply looking at a piece of metal. You are looking at the result of a story that began billions of years before the first humans appeared. A story so unlikely that based on everything we know today, gold should never have been here at all.